Actually, Marxism is what is Marxism? Marxism is a world outlook. What does it mean actually? If you ask this question, what is Marxism, to anyone, any Marxist party or any member of Marxist party or Marxist, they will give this answer that Marxism is a world outlook. But the problem is, very few people really understand the meaning of this world outlook. Outlook. That means that we have to see the world through an outlook, through a vision. So this vision or this outlook, the point of view, the method of saying, this is world outlook, method of saying to the world. So when you apply this method of seeing the world in different countries, in different perspective, in different situation, then definitely different path will come in front of you. Different path will be there. In different countries, situation are different. Then when you apply Marxism in the concrete reality of a particular country or a particular situation, definitely you have to travel through different roads. Say, I am giving one example that in what Marx said. Marx applied the Marxist methodology in the mainly in the West European context. In 1860s, 1870s, 1880s, in this period. In this period, they had an understanding that bourgeois revolution will be led by the bourgeoisie, and socialist revolution or proletarian revolution will be led by the proletariat and their party, Communist Party. So this was the understanding. So what bourgeois revolution will do? When bourgeois revolution under the leadership of bourgeoisie complete the bourgeois revolution, then the bourgeois development will there, capitalist development will be there, and on the basis of this capitalist development, a proletarian revolution will take place or emerge under the leadership of proletariat. So this was mainly their understanding in a particular situation of and a particular time. That is West Europe. But at the time of the Russian Revolution, the situation was different. There, what Lenin said, what Bolshevik Party came into a conclusion that the bourgeois revolution in Russia will be led by the working class, because bourgeoisie, they are not able to lead the bourgeois revolution itself. So the bourgeois revolution will be led by the working class or the Bolshevik Party. So that is their understanding. And what Menshevik said, Menshevik rather, they were sticking to the old Marxist. Old Marxist means the Marxist method which was applied in the Western European perspective. Menshevik said that the bourgeois revolution in Russia must be led by the bourgeoisie, and after the completion of bourgeois revolution, the capitalist development will take place, and on that basis, the proletarian revolution will take place under the leadership of proletariat. That was Menshevik point of view. So there is two different point of views of Bolshevik and Menshevik on the question of democratic revolution. Here you see that the Menshevik are more Marxist in this way. Bolsheviks were deviating from the Marxist path. But is it so? No. We know that Bolshevik were the Marxist, Menshevik were non-Marxist. And how it is possible? Because that Marxism is not the particular process, particular steps which were taken in a particular country, in a particular perspective. Those things are not Marxism. Those things is application of Marxism. Application of Marxism. Particular step of application of Marxism. But what is Marxism? Marxism is the outlook itself. When Lenin used this same outlook in the Russian context, then Lenin came to this conclusion that Russian revolution, be it democratic revolution or socialist revolution, it must be led by the working class. I am giving you another example. If you read the Marx writing, what he or they, Marx and Engels both, what they told about the peasantry in the West European context. The peasantry, Marx never gave a very, they have a very, very good impression they did not have on the peasantry. Peasantry is backward. Peasantry is, their political consciousness is not there in peasantry. They said many things about the backwardness of peasantry in the Western European context. And mainly they depended on the working class, industrial working class for the West European perspective. But what we did in China, what Communist Party did in China. In China, there are also some communists who were following blindly, mechanically, this Marxist interpretation on peasantry on the context of Western Europe. They were following blindly in China also. You know Wang Ming and many other communists in the communist parties. They were the blue-eyed boys of Third International. What they did? They did the same mistake. They followed and copied the Western European method in China, and only they concentrated in the industrial towns and industrial cities. They tried to copy the Russian Revolution depending on the workers, industrial workers only. But what was the line of the Mao? Understanding the particular situation of the China, Mao said that the peasantry, we have to go to the village. We have to organize the peasantry in the village under the leadership of the working class. But the main motive force was in Chinese Revolution was peasantry. If peasantry was backward, if peasantry was, there is no class consciousness in the peasantry, how could you mobilize the peasantry in the revolution, a new democratic revolution in China? Situation is changed. Because in different situation, your application of Marxism means the world outlook. Your application of Marxism must take in a different path. So Russian path is a different one, Chinese path is a different one. And in India, when we are applying same world outlook in Indian perspective, definitely we will have many new features, many other features. Those features were not present in Russia or in China.
West Europe particularly.
Huh?
West Europe particularly.
Europe, even in Europe. So that is the thing actually. We have to, here is the importance of concrete understanding or concrete analysis of the concrete situation. Many times this line was said, this is said, that we have to go for a concrete analysis of concrete situation. But nobody do that. They are copying. They are having a formula in mind. They are copying the method of other countries, especially Europe or Russia or even China, and they are copying this to Indian perspective. It will not give result. This is not Marxism at all. This is, popularly we are saying mechanical Marxism, but this is not Marxism at all. Copying something, this is not Marxism. Marxism is that you have to go for this thing, concrete analysis of the concrete situation. And what you will do after concrete analysis? What concrete analysis is meant for? Concrete analysis means that understanding the concrete reality, you have to take the path accordingly. That means this path may not be similar to the other paths of the other countries. May not be similar, different one. Chinese Revolution was a completely different one. And Russian Revolution was a different one. And Indian Revolution will be a different one. So you must have this courage. Copying, there is no courage is required to copy. To again and again repeat the old formulas, there is no courage is required. Courage is required to understand the situation, to apply the Marxism, go for the uncharted path. You have to travel through uncharted path. In every revolution, you must go for a path which no one went through this path before. That is called uncharted path. This uncharted. In the Russian Revolution, Bolshevik Party had to go through this uncharted path. In the Chinese Revolution, the Communist Party went through this uncharted path. And Indian Revolution also, the Indian communists must go through this uncharted path. So experiments, you must have the courage to make experiments. Must have courage to analyze, to be critically analyze our past, critically analyze our formulas, old formulas. So new formulas will come out. The new development will come out. Marxism is not a static thing. Marxism is not like the religious books, Vedas, Quran, or Bible, that every word, every sentence which are written there we have to follow. No, Marxism is not like that. Marxism is a science. Science means what? Science means that you have to give birth new ideas, many new things, because new applications are there. Situation is always changing, and in this always changing situation, you have to always go for experiment and get result out of it. Then only you will be successful. Success is not a very easy thing. If you are copying the method, repeating saying of these old method or old formulas, if these things are key for success, then everybody would be successful. Success is not that much easy. For this thing, you need courage, you need wisdom, you need to experiment, and you have to pass through, travel through uncharted path.
Thank you.